I'm actually live and everything's working as it should. I hope you all had a lovely weekend. I did. The sun is actually finally shining, so that is lovely. Here we go. We are live. I'm just waiting for my screen to catch up. So it's a Monday. I'm live. I do have a week off work, so don't stress. Everything's fine. Today is the start of the, hold on one sec. I've got a spinny wheel of death. There we go. Today is the start of the Christmas Stampathon challenge for August. So our August theme is traditional theme, non-traditional colours. So something a bit different. So we're doing traditional themes, Santas, trees, baubles, anything traditional. We've got reindeer, all of those types of things. Hello Anne, hello Holly, thank you for joining. So yeah, we've got all of those things but non-traditional colours. So I have a colour palette picked. I have a coming soon next week stamp set picked. So this is from the online exclusives. And I will show you when we flip around. I found an image that works for me, which is where I got these colours from, and that's what I'm going to do today. Hello April, how are you? See, I'm going to get a few different people coming in because it's Sunday night for you guys, where it's Monday afternoon here. So I'm so glad you guys can join. Hey Margie, how are you? So yes, the Christmas Stampathon, if you've not caught one of my Christmas Stampathon videos before, we run January through to the end of the year. On the 25th of each month, we set a challenge. Now this challenge is to help us all get ahead with our Christmas cards, our Christmas decorations, tags, all those projects. So rather than leaving it to the last minute, we've done cards during the year. So this month is just our August challenge. We are on Facebook, so if you look up Christmas Stampathon 2025, you will find us there. I've not posted the link in the video description. I knew there was something I needed to do, but after the video, the link will be there. And there is a group of us, admin, who share our inspiration, and then there are all of our amazing participants who share their multiple cards with us to the theme that month. I have got constant inspiration from the cards that everyone does. Yeah, so I hope you come over and join, especially now we're getting down to it, starting Christmas cards. A friend of mine said, I haven't started my Christmas cards. I said, how many do you make? She goes, 70. And I said, I try and make 80. You need to start. So yes. Oh, hello Donna, hello Rosemary, hello Leslie. Oh, so lovely to have you all here. Well, now I've told you a bit about the challenge, a bit about our group. Let's flip around and get moving with our multiple cards. So please tell me you guys have sunshine, because I actually have had sunshine with no rain for 3 days. I've got my sheets washed. I've got my normal loads of washing done, but the fact was I got my sheets washed because I hate running the dryer all day to wash sheets. So yes, that annoys me. Okay, let's zoom in. I think that's good. I'll come back and check after I turn off the light. And of course, I turn off the wrong one. Okay, that looks pretty good on screen. I think just with one tinsy adjustment, I think we are good. 23 and sunny. Well, it was a bit overcast when I had to take Owen up to I had to go up the mountain because we live at the base of the mountain for some work experience. It was a little bit overcast, but there is full sunshine and there's not any washing to put on the line. So I'm not getting blinded by something white on my clothesline. Okay, stamp set colours. I'm going to show you my inspiration. And there it is. So I just found this looking up on Google. And I thought the photo was like really cute. Not only did I like the photo, I went, oh, there. I was looking at colour palettes that still had red and green in it. This has no red or green. We are definitely going non-traditional. 13.5, that's not too bad. That's more than what it has been, Anne. I think we're heading out of winter and definitely heading full steam ahead into spring. Okay, so this is how I got to my colours. So I got Gorgeous Grape, please excuse the colour of the label, Crushed Curry. I chose Timid Tiger. Pumpkin Pie would work just as well. I did choose the in colours because they're not here for long, so I must use them. Strawberry Slush, I did originally have Melon Mambo, but I just chose something a little bit different, and Azure Afternoon. So they're the colours that I've done, or that I've chosen. More to the point, you don't need to be seeing my photos. Okay, so brand new stamp set. This is coming out on the 3rd of September. This is an online exclusive, okay? And it's called Pine Tree Trimmings. Now, I think I'm going to keep things, now I say simple, but I'm working with 5 colours. So this is going to take a while. And please help me choose which tree you would like me to stamp with. So I'm thinking of doing a slimline card and doing 5 trees, so 1 in each colour. I don't know if I'll add a sentiment at this stage. I'm also thinking something quite, I don't know what base colour to use, but I'm assuming I'm going to go like Crushed Curry. The Stars Donna sets, I was actually considering both of these, but you've thrown me a curveball. So you've gone a bit non-traditional in that. The bushy tree. Oh, hang on. Which one's a bushy tree? Left or right? I need more clarification. Okay. So I'm just going to grab out 1 card base for the moment, because I think this will go nicely with all of the colours. When in doubt, the left one, the bushy, the one that you actually see the leaves. Okay. So I think, Donna, you may be outnumbered here. If I could get a single piece of cardstock out, would be amazing. But anyway, I'm going to try and lock my iPad. There you go. Leave that there. Now, bright colours. These are definitely more of a white base. So I am going to need some white cardstock. So let me move this. How I make slimline cards with our A4 cardstock is I make a square. So I'm going to need my long ruler up. Now I'm going to make sure you can see this. Great, you can. Wonderful. So the short side is 21 centimeters. So I am going to cut the long side at 21 centimeters, and then I have a really good scrap to use, and then I'm going to pull this across. Oh, actually, I'm just checking. So I'm checking which way the paper layers are going. David, I'm on a live video. That's loud. Thank you. Sorry, David's testing out speakers. So sorry to yell at all of you. Oh, good, Anne. So I'm just pressing the paper to see which way it folds easier, because that's where you want to be scoring, especially with a square card. So this side is the one I want to score. Now this slimline card is going to end up exactly the same. It's 10.5. So this will fit in a business sized envelope. So that is our base. So I need a piece that is, I'm going to go 9.5 here. And that was 21, so I'm going to go 20. So I've just taken a centimetre off the size of the card base. Okay. I'm glad you like the set, Anne. So I am going to cut this up. I said 9.5. So I'm going to get 3 card fronts out of this one piece. That actually appears that I have cut that crooked. Oh, maybe I haven't. It just looks like that. Okay, so this is all I have that's scrap. And then I'm going to take my 2 pieces, cut them at 20. Have I already cut them? Because they should be 21, but they're already down to 20. Okay, let's just make sure they are all the same size. Yes, they are. We are all good to go. Okay, so we're doing our bushy tree. So let's bring our stamp set back. I haven't cut all my card bases, but we will get there with that. What I do want to do though is properly burnish this one with a bone folder, so then it just sits flat and it's not flapping all over my desk. Okay, that is sitting flat. Awesome. That can just sit off to the side. So I do have dies in here, but because we're making multiple cards, I kind of want to keep it nice and simple. Okay, and I did use this on the weekend with an unexpected set, actually. Oh no, that's got some permanent marker on it from that little die set. Oops. Is it on the back or is it on? It shouldn't affect the stamping, so she says very quietly. Oh dear. Okay, well, it's not transferring, so that's good. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to stamp each colour on all 3 and then change it over and clean it, because I think that's the easiest way to go. Okay, so I have rubbed my hand all across this stamp. So I'm going to give it a test run first. Now, I'm going to lie these ink pads down, otherwise there will be an avalanche. So, stamp, 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 or ink, ink, ink. That looks gorgeous. Oh, that stamps beautifully. Wonderful, wonderful. except for the ink on the block. Okay, so I want to go this way. So I want to go, no, I want to go, yes, I want to go this way, that way. Okay, are these going to be in a straight line? No. Could I do something to make them in a straight line? But are we going to? No. Okay, so this takes up pretty good height of the card. So that's quite good. And I could do a little land or some kind of shadow at the bottom. Okay, so I don't anticipate this to take very long. Okay, and if we don't fit all 5 colours on in trees, that's okay, because we have a sentiment, and I really liked, where's the stamp set gone? Under everything already. Uneven will be different. I did like the Christmas tree. And maybe I could also, depending on our spacing, use some of the presents as well. Okay, so I have done my gorgeous grape. Let me grab my scissors here. Of course, I just put my finger in it and look, color coordinating. I got my nails done on Friday, and we were playing with colors. So you guys kind of know what color I had last week. I've got the same base color on as what I had last week. Amazingly, the topper that we put on is blue, so it made my fingernails amazing Cadbury gorgeous grape purple. So I'm just trying to get off all the excess ink here. We're not worrying about the permanent marker that transferred. No, that's not going to help me clean. So I've got my chamois here, and I know when I was crafting on Saturday, I did do a really good job of wetting down my chamois. So that is done. So I'm just going to pop this up there. Oh, that's actually a really good spot for it. Maybe I found a new home for my chamois. So I don't use a stamp cleaner for my red rubber. There is a reason why. Oh, no, sorry. I don't use my stamp cleaner with my Stampin' Mist and the scrubber, because I rarely clean my scrubber, and I have stained stamps. Oh, thank you, Donna. I have stained stamps by just cleaning them, because it holds so much colour in the scrubby bits. So I prefer to microfiber cloth, wipe off the excess, clean it on the Stampin' chamois, and then off we go, ready to go. So next we are using crushed curry. Okay, so not bad. And because I'm using photopolymer, and I purposely used a larger block, so then I can line this up. So just by eye, I've made it a bit crooked, but it is lining up. You know, these are handmade cards, girls. They're not Hallmark. They're handmade. Okay, so down a bit, go. Oh, okay. Let's do our very, very best. I still have a splodge there, but that's fine. No one will know the difference. And if they do, they don't deserve a handmade card. Okay, so I've done that. I need to close. So, who hasn't played along with the Christmas Stampathon challenge? I would love to know. Exactly. Look, I might throw an embellishment in there. Now, I am moving on to Strawberry Slush. Now, Strawberry Slush is one of our in colours that is on special at the moment. So we've got 15% off any of the products. Sorry, I almost dropped that. Any of the products that contain these in colours. So these are the 2025 to 2027 in colours. So I think I'm going to be able to fit one more tree, and then I am going to use Azure Afternoon for my sentiment, or I could do the shadow in Azure Afternoon. You tell me what you would prefer me to do. Okay, so this isn't quite as bright like pink as the photo, but I do love Strawberry Slush. It's such a great pink red. And I did buy some strawberries today. I've been to the shops and did a little bit of shopping. How can we watch other creators? Donna, Ruth Trice from Artful Stampin. She's in the UK. She will make her card in the next couple of, or cards, plural. She'll make hers in the next couple of days. Serene, she may do a video, it just depends. But it's mainly me and Ruth that do videos for the Christmas Stampathon. But yes, so you can definitely find us in the posts, because Candy and Shirley, they just do projects, they don't do videos, which is not a problem at all. And it's mainly Ruth and I. But Serene may, I'm not sure. It depends on where she's at that month. Okay, Timid Tiger, to round this out. Okay. So I can't wait to see what everyone does with this theme, because we've never done a theme like this. We've done non-traditional colours, but we've never gone traditional theme with non-traditional colours. So there we go. Ooh, I'm getting thoughts, guys. I'm getting thoughts. I'm thinking of maybe putting some Azure Afternoon with a blending brush in the sky, because we have basically created a theme here, which is great. A scene, not a theme. I don't know why my brain is not engaged, because I'm not at work. my whole week is going to be off kilter because I'm not in the normal routine. But that's okay. You're here. You're supporting me. It's all good. So we are finished with our tree stamp. I like that we got 4. That works really nicely. So I've got some symmetry, but we are going to add a 5th element of the sentiment. Now, I think I'm going to have to hand cut the sentiment. I think I am. So I can just pop that off to the side, and then I can pop it away at the end. Now, never be scared of staining your chamois. That is the whole point. You're getting ink off. So I'm never worried, but I do try and lessen the ink that goes in my chamois by using the microfiber cloth. Okay. So I think I want to add a little bit of sky now. What colour are these? Oh, I do have blue ones in here. So that, I'm going to use a darker blue. And I'm just going to pop that back and I can add this in later. So I'm just going to use my microfiber cloth. Yeah, there's heaps of old blue in there. So this just gets out the excess blue that I had in there. No idea what colour it was. It doesn't matter if there's a little bit left. Yeah, there's a little bit left, but it's of no consequence. Yes, thank you, Anne, you're amazing. Okay, as you are afternoon, this will be our 5th colour. And then, do I want to add a touch of green at the bottom? Because I could do that. I know it's not in my original colour thing, but... Okay, so I'm going to have to go very light-handed here because I've got a lot of ink in my brush. So I'm just going light-handed. I'm going to leave that there. It does have a sky, but we're just going to, just trying to get the ink evenly in here. So light-handed again. And then I'm going to circle my way back. So circles seem to work really nicely, especially with clouds. I've got these white areas that I actually really, really like. Okay, just give that. So light-handed one way and then back the other. Now, I did go down a bit further on that one, and I probably will with these two. Now that I've got, oh, that's probably as far as I would like. So I'm not going over everything now. I'm just going in the middle of the trees. And then here. That looks like a sky, which is what I was after. I know I've got some blending and blue and all of that here, so I still need this ink pad, and now I'm getting my hands all over it. Look, I've made my fingers blue. Next I'll turn into a Smurf. Okay, and just clean this up. Do you know what? I may even be able to find a nice die to cut that out, because I'm not sure about hand cutting today. Okay, oh Christmas tree. I've got that. I just want to get my scrap piece of paper to let that relax and be where it should. I am using an obscenely big block because I'm not sure. I'm about to do something. Maybe a soft beige for, oh, that'd be nice. I might use basic beige. I think, Donna, you hit the money on the head. So I've mounted this, but whilst we're making a mess, let's continue to make a mess. Now, I need to find my brown ones, which has my basic beige in it. It's this one here, but I love your idea of basic beige, because how much would we love going to pick like funky colored trees? Because last year I didn't put my Christmas tree up last year. I piked and I put up all my decorations. I just didn't put up my tree. And I got a white tree with multicolored lights, and it brought me so much joy. I had so much love for that tree. I've still got it. Okay, I'm liking the beige. It's not too much, but it is there. So hopefully you guys can see that. So that's one panel. It's just taken the starkness of the white off. Okay, pop this one here using my beige. I've got two here. Let's just separate them. Right. Just make sure you've got one. Oh, and I put a dirty finger mark there, but that's okay. All is good. That may tell me exactly where my sentiment's going on that card. Okay, so I've got that. Oh, thank you, Anne. Look, it's not taking very long either. So these are coming together really quite nicely. We've been going 32 minutes and the card bases are done. I'm happy. Okay, I can close this ink pad. And I did like that this colour is going to match the crumb cake base, but if I wanted to deepen it, I could definitely add some crumb cake, but I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know, I may want to add a little bit more shadow. I'm yet to be swayed with that. Okay, we are clean and dry. Now, I need some basic white scraps to do our Oh Christmas tree. So my stamp is here. I'm going to just make it so it's not clear. I'll bring it up and it's opaque. So the ink isn't going to bead up on it, which I love. And a little bit there. Oh, that's such bad stamping. Let's do a take two. Much better stamping. So I'm just going to play with this for a second. No, I should stamp the other two. Whilst you're doing it, keep going. Okay. So that first one we did, that just doesn't exist. We didn't see anything happen, nothing. Okay, so let's go here. Perfect. And let's go here. Also perfect. Top tip, don't move while you are holding it for the ink to transfer. And if you're finding you're not getting a nice crisp image, hold it there for the ink to transfer, because some papers are just going to take a little bit longer for the ink to go in. Our basic white ink pads, wonderful. So that was using Azure Afternoon. Now, just to make sure I've got no ink on my hands. Okay. Don't worry, I'll moisturize my hands later when I'm not crafting actively. Oh, do you know what? I haven't put dies back from my stamping over the weekend And I think perennial postage isn't going to work, but I did use it on the weekend. Stylish Shapes. This one may work. And I'm going to completely cheat here. Okay, so the O Christmas tree fits really, really nicely in that small piece there. Now, textured notes. Oh, no, that's too short. So that's a no. I have some unusual ones here. I've got Enduring Beauty. I think this is going to be too short. Oh no, but I think it's a little bit big. I think I like the skinnier one better. This just has a bit too much room and will cover up our trees that we maybe don't want to do. Okay, and the last one I had out, I'm not going to grab anything else out, is the Happy Hibiscus. Now that works really nicely, and it's kind of between the Stylish Shapes and the Enduring Beauty, but once again, it's a little long. I want to showcase my trees, so that's going to be a no, and I'm going to stick with my Stylish Shapes. So let's just grab that out. I'm going to grab my mini machine here and we can cut these out. Okay, so mini Stampin' cut and emboss machine. Yeah, and thank you for agreeing with me here. I thought that too. So we're not worrying about the one we don't like. And just kind of want even ends. Perfect. So straighten my plate up a little bit. I'm going to jam that in, push it down, and in we go. That's pretty good. If I need to cut more because I've cut them horrendously crooked, I'm not bothered. But because it's hand cut, I think this will work really well. That works. Okay. Oh, that one's on the floor. We won't worry about that one. Bring my machine back. Okay, well. Okay. Pop this here. Well, fairly even both ends. And I am going to look at my replay screen because it is the best angle because it's straight down. Not perfect this one, but I think it will still do really, really nicely. Top plate out. Push this back. Oh, that still works wonderfully. Happy with that. And we get to play with some fun embellishments for this card because we're not using traditional colors, so I can go through all my embellishments. Oh, nice. And please tell me you are getting it because it is so good for just little things like this. So I just cut off the excess. And then we're going to go in and do our last one. And I need to cut some more card bases. So we're not doing too badly. I think next I'll do the card bases. But I'm very glad I did do that basic beige grounding. I'm not sure I'll do any more grounding. And I think I'm going to put the old Christmas tree at the bottom. Okay. going to put this here. Oh, good. I'm so glad. You'll love it. If you have any issues with it, just shout out, because it is a little bit different to the big one. It doesn't follow the same rules. Okay, cut off the excess, put that back in my scraps. Take this, and I am going to put this die back, because we do not want to lose them. Okay, there we go. All safe and sound. Okay, card bases. So I need 2 more pieces of crumb cake. Let's hope I don't have the same troubles I did earlier getting them out. No, I just got 2 pieces. Perfect. And my trimmer, I'm going to have to open that up so these can just go off to the side, because we're cutting at more than my brush is under it off screen. So we're cutting at more than 6 inches. So I'm cutting these at 21 centimeters. And yes, I am actually cutting them together because I can. And there we go. They cut beautifully. And now I'm just going to work out my scoring. I do have to score them separately, so half of 21 is 10 and a half. So let's score that. Are there any dies for the baubles and the stars? Okay, I will open that set in just a second. I think there is for the baubles, but not for the stars. So this card would have worked really nicely had I have stamped the star one, and then I could have used my Stampin' blends to colour in the stars. So they would have been like multicoloured trees. Okay, now that I have done that, let me check this Donna. So they're the baubles, and these are the stars in a tree shape. So we don't even have a die for the baubles. So I have a star die, and I'm assuming, yes, for the star. Oh, I should go in and put a star on all of them, shouldn't I? Should I put a crushed curry star on the top of all of them? I missed that, but no. So we have a die for the bow, a die for the presents, the star, and we do have a garland to put down the tree. Right, got that. Let's score these, and hopefully someone will give me an answer on the stars. A blue star? Oh, you're killing me here. Oh, no problems, Donna. Happy to help. I don't think my brain can do a blue star. Okay. Done and done and done. So card bases, ready to rock and roll. Do you know what? I'm not even sure if there is room for a star, honestly, because they're pretty centered. And let me show you what I mean. I'll grab the star out, and I think it'll change the balance. So see how we're almost at the top? Had I have done these lower, I think the star would work. But I don't think the star will work spatially, unfortunately. But it was a good idea. Okay, let's pop this back in the case. Close it up so we don't lose anything. And work out where we would like these. Kind of like it like that. So if I put it at the top, it just looks weird. Where if I pop them at the bottom, left or right, it doesn't matter, but I'll give you guys the choice because you're here. So I'm going to, do you want the sentiment on the left or the right? So there you go. There's your two looks. I am going to do a flick through my embellishments and see what colours I can grab out. So at the bottom, yes. Hold on. Or middle. Yes. Didn't think of that one. So if I'm going to add anything, they are going to be coloured ones. So I have Timid Tiger and Strawberry Slush in the flat pearls. Oh, that's peach. That's not going to work. I do have crushed curry in these fun ones. And I haven't used them yet. These are the Starburst sequins. So maybe having a bit more crushed curry in those might work. Sorry, having a look and a... Look, I've always got plain ones like white, black, stuff like that. So these ones at the top here are Strawberry Slush. And they're a, it just says gems, but they've got gold in them, which is a bit pretty. And I think that might be the end of our colour selections. You're changing your mind, middle. That's right. I could do one of each. Oh, no problems, Lisa. Thank you so much for joining. I'm thinking middle. It's just symmetrical and it looks good. But I do generally go one side. Okay. No, I don't have any. Oh, I do have star embellishments, but once again, I still think they're too high. So these are like flower stars, but I could only use the white and I could colour them. So, yeah. You're changing your mind to the middle. Okay, I need your help with the embellishments. So we've got pearls, Starburst, or foil, because there's gold foil in those. And there won't be many, it'll just be a hint. I think I know where I'm going, but I'd love to hear your guys' opinions. I'm going to need a drink in a second. Feeling a bit parched, the foiled, says Anne. Okay. Well, apparently I stood up while I was sitting here. My Apple Watch does totally weird things, I tell you. Oh, no problem, Sarah. Oh, thank you, Shelley. I'm glad you like them. Sarah, this is a bonus video for the week because this is my Christmas Stampathon samples. So one will go in my sample box and the other two will go in my Christmas card box. Okay. And one more, and then we will start sticking them down. And I'm getting hungry too. Must be lunchtime. Oh, thank you. I went with a metallic cat's eye topper again. Yeah, I was telling the girls earlier, it's the same base color, but it's a different topper, and it's blue, and it's made my nails gorgeous, great. Or as I said to my nail lady, we're pretty much Cadbury purple, because that is a very particular purple. But then we have like this pink reflect, pink orange reflect. It matches not this drink bottle, it matches my other drink bottle, but it needs cleaning in the kitchen at the moment, and it's starting to get banged up because it's a matte one, it's not shiny. So yeah, it's just starting to show its age, and the beading that I put it under. Okay, you girls convinced me on the middle, so not crooked though. Yep. Okay, so I got two for the foiled, so we will go with the strawberry slush foiled. Easy. I will put my embellishments back. They always sit on my desk because they get used pretty much every card. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Yeah, most people will be watching the replay, and that's fine. I love having you here. So yeah, that's these quite crooked. Come on. Right, that will do. What will be, will be. And then I will embellish last, but I will put them on the card bases and then we'll embellish. There we go. It's stuck to my finger. It's still stuck to my finger. Right. And put that up and stick that down. Okay, 3 card fronts minus embellishing done. So getting out my glue so I can use my dotty dots. I don't use much glue, but it's in kind of the right places that I have enough slip. So I cut these down to have a really nice margin here to work with. So I've cut like a full centimetre off so we can have a nice margin around these. And I don't see crumb cake as traditional or non-traditional, but I think it frames these perfectly. Oh, no problems, Bonnie. Lovely to have you here. Thank you for saying hi. Okay. And pop that down. And I will just wiggle waggle it into place. And that was too far. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And one last one. Oh, thank you, Anne. I think it is a perfect match. I think had I have done the crumb cake on the ground under the trees, I think it would have been too dark. So I'm very happy with my basic beige. And whilst not traditional or non-traditional, it's definitely a perfect neutral colour. I love that we brought this colour into our basic colour range. So we've got an M with white, very vanilla, and basic black, although at this stage we don't have a basic black ink. Never rule it out. But we do have other black inks. We just don't have an ink called basic beige. I don't know what that is. Okay, so they are all stuck down. I am going to put the lid on my glue because I am officially finished with it. You never would have tried. Well, there you go, Bonnie. I personally challenge you to do it because Bonnie was the person who hasn't started her Christmas cards, even though she has to make a lot. So she needs to get started. Hey, Ida. Oh, I will be exhausted after all that driving, but it looks as though you had the most amazing time, Ida. I'm thinking just one on each end. So I'm going to use a mixture of big and littles. But I think just like that. I'm going to use littles on this one. I think that looks really cute. And not a red or a green in sight for our non-traditional, traditional themed, non-traditional colours, traditional theme Christmas cards. Trees are very traditional. Oops. Okay. Oh, that one's a little bit too far away, but no one will notice. Put one on my smudge. I could, but I'm not going to. Only you know the smudges there, and no one else has noticed it. Thank you, Ida. I'm about to go through all of that now with you again, just for those who were in late, so you can see where my inspiration came from. But I've got to go to the bottom of my pile for the iPad. Okay, so photos, nope. Here. This is, well, I just wanted to, that is my inspiration. That's my inspiration. So I just looked up non-traditional Christmas colours. This one came up and I went, thank you very much. I love that. So the colours that I paired with that are, got to move things. Let me see. I can't even grab them. Okay, so the colours I chose to follow that were Gorgeous Grape, Crushed Curry, Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, and Azure Afternoon. And I did add in, just as our grounding for our trees, I just added in a little bit of basic beige. Hey Sheila, how are you? Oh, I'd love you to watch the replay. So I added in some basic beige as well. So the products that we used. This is a sneak peek upcoming product. This is the Pine Tree Trimmings stamp set. So I used the bushy tree because everyone got a choice when we were up to choosing which tree we wanted. So we went with the bushy tree and we did all of the cards. I then used the Oh Christmas tree for the sentiment because I thought we might fit 5 trees. Didn't work. So we used our blending brushes and I used a little bit of Azure Afternoon in the sky and a little bit of basic beige on the ground. So to cut our Oh Christmas tree, I used these smaller, wider, stylish shapes. Flagged end, die, I can't even talk. And I finished off with the Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems. So I just added 2 there to finish off the card. So these 3 cards are for the Christmas Stampathon 2025 challenge. We ask that you make multiple cards of traditional theme, non-traditional colors. We are over on Facebook. As soon as this video is finished, I'm actually going right now to find my last Christmas Stampathon video, which would have been right there. And I used non-traditional colors last month, which I think is quite funny, but I'm going to pop the address that you can find us on Facebook in the description box. Okay, so I'm going to drop it in here, but it currently has the wrong information on it. Oh, okay, there we go. So you have till the 24th of September. Okay, no problems. I'm going to save that so you can check the description straight away, and then I will change the details. Oh, thank you. Your type of Christmas card, Donna. There you go. Oh, you think they're great colors for Christmas. Thank you. That's okay. Thank you, Donna. I wasn't going to get this stamp set, but you might have changed my mind. This is only the tip of the iceberg because we also have dies and we have shaker domes that go with these trees. This is my first card with this stamp set. I have so many ideas for it, Ida. It's a beautiful set. It's going to be released on the 3rd of September and it's an online exclusives, and it bundles with the dies and the domes. Okay, so it bundles with the die. It is only a really small, it's a tiny die set. So you get the presents, the bow, the star, the tree, and an extra garland. But that's all you need. It's a really cute set. Okay, thank you very much. You like non-traditional Christmas cards. I'm glad. I'm glad you're liking our theme this month. So I will see you tomorrow for my normal Tuesday video. This was my bonus video this week. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Hi. I hope you enjoyed the replay. So I'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. Not sure what we're using. I haven't decided yet. So you can come back and see what I'm playing with tomorrow. So have a wonderful day, evening, wherever you are, and I will catch you next time. Bye.